Okay. It looks like we have everything up and running. Let's get all comfy. Let's play some Rocket League. Okay, first ever match on stream, guys. And just to let all of you know, I'm going to be doing this a lot more regularly. Whether it's Rocket League or anything else, really. Oh, something off with my controls? I don't even know. Regularly. That's it. Okay, okay. So yeah, we're just up against this guy. We're just vibing, we're just chilling. And I'm just grateful for you guys joining me here. Like having this many viewers was a dream of my younger self, you know? So it's beautiful you guys it's beautiful that it's just beautiful how things progress, right? And if you guys want to know anything about me, I've got 4,500 hours in Rocket League. I know what I'm doing. I play the game perfectly at this point. I'm basically Zen's disciple. Um, self-admitted, we'll say that. Self-admitted Zen disciple, but nevertheless, guys, we're going to be following in his footsteps and just acting authentically. You know, people don't watch a stream for you to be like, oh, like, people don't watch a stream for inauthenticity. Unless it's like an act, right? Like Jinxie, but I feel like it's an authentic part of himself when he does it. So I'm not sure, guys, but I'm grateful to be doing this. I'm grateful that I'm able to stream and able to find success doing it, and I do find success in everything I do. But I'm so glad that I can play Rocket League also and also just talk, chill with you guys. Oh, someone asked in chat, what are your political views? They're pretty nuanced actually. I don't subscribe to any particular party. I have a problem with the system, and I think that any effort to try and make change within the system is just kind of in vain because I don't know. I don't know. Can I even talk about this on YouTube? Yeah, of course I can. You know, these are well-known, established facts, and I'm glad you asked. I love it when people ask me questions. I just love exploring ideas, communicating, playing Rocket League, meeting new people, making new friends, and just not taking anything too seriously. Just finding the joy in everything, you know. Like even then, he just scored on me, but so what? Literally, so what? Okay, okay, guys. Very interesting, but nice shot from the opponent there. I must say, didn't expect him to get such a peculiar but beneficial touch like that. Got to respect it. Alright, guys, if you're just tuning in, we're just going to be playing some Rocket League. And let me know if you want some music in the background. I feel like a lot of streamers do that. And there is a lot of like royalty free music, which I could just put on for you guys if you prefer that. So yeah, let me know. Okay, nice little ground pinch there. We're able to get a musty here. Maybe in? A bit too high. And then he might get the counter push. Still thinking of Clash Royale terms, but I feel like counter push is a phrase which works in Rocket League as well. So screw it, I'm just gonna use it. I'm gonna take the ball here. Go for a little flick. That's straight over him into the net. That's what we want to see right there. Thank you, my friend. You know, I'm always nice to my opponents because why would I be nasty? Why would I? Okay, I'm not smurfing for one. I just happen to be in a rut right now, rank wise. Okay, I just happen to be, you know, not doing so well in my rank and doing very well in game. Like I could be playing perfectly and still be diamond two, or even diamond one. And to be honest, it doesn't even matter to me. You know, like I'm at the point where I played so much Rocket League that all that matters really is just playing Rocket League. I don't really care about winning per se, as long as I hit a clip or two. You know what I mean? So yeah, I just try and play in a way which is enjoyable to me, hopefully enjoyable for you guys to watch. And yeah, that's basically it. And I don't apologize for making mistakes. I never make mistakes. Everything I do is perfect. So yeah, guys, we're just gonna be continuing here. 1,000 people in the live chat. Very, very, very grateful that you guys have all decided to tune in just to watch a little of me play. And I love you guys. I really do. I'm grateful for all of you, every single one of you that is watching the stream right now. I'm grateful for. And it helped motivate me. We're able to get this easy win. Come on. Come on, G. Yeah, boys. We're gonna be doing it big. You're doing it good. Okay, keep doing it, yeah. Throwing it back. Okay, you're doing your best. Bit of Don Toliver. Oh, bit of a hard strike there. A little bit over. But it is what it is, man. Is he gonna score 2 goals in 7-6? It's like the reverse of 6-7. That's so hilarious. I can't believe no one's thought of that. But yeah, the answer to the question is I could score one for him, but oh, maybe not. Just play with him a little bit. Okay, guys, we're in the next match, and we're just gonna be remaining in the present moment. You know, one of the main bits of advice I could give to anyone is just remain in the present moment. And if you've never done it before, it can be quite difficult to know what that really means, right? But it just means don't go on a roller coaster in your head. Don't make a bigger deal out of anything than it is. And just see what the present moment has to give. Don't get in the way, you know? I think that's the main thing. Is I've been getting in the way of my blessings for years by just sort of having expectations and having fears. And in general, just not really not really living life to the fullest, you know? But now I'm streaming, I'm making music, and I'm so fulfilled that I'm just enjoying doing this, you know? Like I'm just really enjoying becoming what I am and living, you know? So yeah, the one bit of advice that I give to you guys is probably just find out more about yourself, you know? If you do things and you wonder why you do them, maybe that's a sign that you don't know yourself as well as you should. Because otherwise you would know exactly why you're doing them. And you'd be able to maybe intervene. You'd definitely be able to intervene and put a stop to it, you know? Yeah, guys, beautiful. That went straight in the net. Loving that. Okay, welcome everybody. Today we're just going to be streaming, and I can't wait to get into it. I can't wait. I can't wait. Any of you guys who have hopped in, locked in, trusted me with your time, I'm so grateful for that. And we're really going to be making the most of this today and answering maybe a few tough questions and just chilling and enjoying each other's company, you know. And so yeah, if you have a question about anything, I'm up for answering it as long as it doesn't get me in trouble, you know what I mean? So yeah, guys, feel free. And yeah, in the meantime, I'll just be commentating. I will be throwing in perhaps some things about my life and things that I like doing, and maybe giving you guys, you know, a bit of advice about how you can follow your passion, because that is what led me out of the darkness. That is what propelled me into stardom, was following my passion. And I just want you guys to have that available to you as well. You know, if not for the fame, do it for yourself. Do it for your own personal growth and enjoyment. And also monetization, right? Like, if you're good at what you do, like I am, not to be boastful, but to be truthful, then you get paid. You know, you get paid to do this. And I'm just very grateful to be in that position, as I think every creator, musician is, right? And I'm just saying, it's available to more people than you might believe. And I think it's about time that more and more people start getting onto this and sort of becoming, you know, and expressing themselves more. You know, we need less fake people on the internet and more people just willing to be themselves. And once that happens, then the internet will be a much better place for everyone. Trust me. Because I feel like the one issue with the internet right now is there are so many sort of like caricatures and characters, right? That it can make it feel hard to be authentic. Like, obviously, there's a lot of authenticity too. That's one of the main reasons that people blow up, you know, is just being themselves. Well, that's how I blew up anyway. And and yeah, that's really important to talk about. And I'm just so grateful to be expanding and living and thriving, absolutely thriving in the present moment, absolutely blissful and fulfilled. So yeah, I thank God. I thank God every day for the blessings and for all of the life He has given me. Because there was a time where I was deep into conspiracy theories and things like that. So you just have to remember that things aren't forever. And as long as you're aware that the situation which you're going through is temporary, then then it makes it a whole lot better. But the reason why it hurts so much is you're in the moment and you're feeling, and you get that fear of, is this going to be forever? You know, like, will this permanently damage me? And I'm here to tell you, if you believe that you can recover, if you believe that it won't, then you'll be completely fine. It's just if you make such a big deal out of it and see it as like this event which needs to be bookmarked, then it will be bookmarked, right? So yeah, interesting to think about for sure. But yeah, I think we'll just be going back to commentating. What I really enjoy about this, what I really enjoy about this, guys, is basically. Let me not talk about myself. Let me talk about the decimation I'm gonna put this guy through. Look at that. What's that, like 77? Oh, 74. It was close, it was close, okay? Like, I'm getting better and better at everything I do. Everything is within my reach. Everything has already been reached and succeeded and passed and healed. And bad memories have been you know, have been dealt with rather than letting them build up and build up and creating an impact on my general state of being. So yeah, I'm just really grateful. That's the one word I would use over and over. And I'm curious, what do you guys what do you guys do which you're really passionate about? It could be anything. And the reason I ask you this is because your passion is one of the keys to your success. And going through life, only following things which you believe, are like have good optics, right? Like, say you were going to university doing economics and you wanted to get into that sort of world. You wouldn't, that would be, that would be, yeah, so that would be one way to come about material abundance, right? But the other way is to follow your passion and to follow your intuition, right? Yeah, guys, momentary lapse in my judgment there. Straight back onto it. Ah, my poor boy, my poor boy. Hey, have I still got you guys with me? I know you. I know I have. I'm already a successful streamer, and all I need to do is just hop on and stream, man. And you guys are here, loving on me, supporting me, and I'm so grateful for that. I truly am. I keep saying I'm grateful a lot. Holy, this guy is aggressive. That might just be a go. Oh, we were close. We were close, guys. But look, look, it doesn't really matter. It's a minor setback, and that's how you should deal with shit in your life. It's a minor setback. Now, people may say therapy is good. I agree that it's good for some people, but for a lot of people, you just need to sit with yourself and deal with your own shit. You know, like if you're constantly distracted by screens, right, guys, then you're never gonna have the time to sit with yourself and actually deal with the problems which you face. You know, so that's why I think meditation is really important. You hear a lot of people praising it, and there's a reason for that. Is because you don't need to believe in any of the woo woo stuff. You don't even need to believe God is real to take advantage of meditation and the benefits it can give you. Now, the reason that meditation has a lot of woo woo connotations is because meditation often brings about what people have been describing for thousands of years as a sort of spiritual or religious experience. Now, if this scares you, or if this worries you, or if you're ignorant to religion or spirituality or who you are, then that would have been insane. Holy. But yeah, if you're ignorant to who you are, right? How can you get to know yourself? How can you get to know what makes you happy? What you enjoy? What you truly enjoy? Not just, you watch a TV show just because you got nothing else to do and yeah, it's entertaining, but are you enjoying it? Are you enthralled by the moment? And for me, streaming, making music, making videos, communicating, traveling, all of that really sets my heart on fire. My mind too, and just my whole being on fire. That's what you're looking for. You're looking for things which you can dive into with every fiber of your being. And yeah, I guess Rocket League is one of those things for me. I've been playing it for so long now that it's just it's just that game, bro. And I am really, really talented at it, which helps with streaming. That's why I got viewers, is because I'm actually good, bro. Now, I did kind of think about doing something like what Jinxie's doing, where he plays different games, sort of builds a community around it, gets to know the community. That's what I really like about what he does, is that he gets to know the community, and therefore he can help the community. And people may say, he's like a video game vulture, bro. He's looking for the games which are dying, and then he hops on it just for his own clout. And I would disagree with that. I think he sees a dying game with potential, and thinks, you know what? I think this deserves some love. This deserves more attention. And yeah, that's what he gives the games for sure. And that's what I think I could give the games as well. As well is it's just more attention, more eyes, more clicks. So yeah, that's why I'm playing Rocket League. I truly want to give this game a revival. I think it deserves it. And there's a reason that Jinxie hasn't hopped onto Rocket League. It's because it takes so much time to be competent. Like, you can't just get a coach and just be competent. You can to an extent, but there is a reason why it is considered among the highest skill games, and it's because you simply just have to put in time. You have to learn all the intricacies, and predicting stuff is a massive part of high level play. And also, in general, just predicting where the ball is going to go once you hit it, that is a really, really helpful sort of thing, which you only get over time. And just intuition about certain things, just being able to really be creative and play around with Rocket League is what makes it fun. Like, tried to go for the reset. Maybe a bit ambitious, but is it bad to be ambitious? Is it bad to be ambitious? GG, bro. That was a good game. And come check out the stream if you want. See, I was thinking, right, should I change my name in game to get more traffic to my stream? Or, well, I don't need to worry about traffic to my stream, actually. I really don't. It came naturally and effortlessly for me, like everything else in my life, every other positive thing in my life. And yeah, also, guys, I wanted to talk a bit. I wanted to talk a bit about the your ego. Oh, we got 1,000 people in the stream. Let's go. Okay, so I wanted to talk a bit about ego and how ego can be used to benefit you and also disadvantage you. Bro, okay, Grandpa. Didn't know you were secretly judging me out here. All right, though. That means we have to super lock in. Imagine if we got that fake. That would have been nasty. I'm a nasty yard. I kiss every single body part she got. I'm still a G. Bro, this guy must be so confused right now. He sees me playing like a G half the time, and then I let one in like that. I let one slip it. I let one slip, and it went in. And, and yeah, guys, but it doesn't really matter. As I said, I don't really care about scoreboard. I don't really care about the scoreboard. So I'm just gonna be chilling, vibing, communicating, hitting clips. You guys already know. I mean, I'll probably put together a little stream highlights because it's just so likely that I'm gonna hit a clip. I'm literally a clip maker. I'm a hit maker, and I don't need to worry about any of this stuff. It just comes naturally when I stop getting in the way, you know? Like, there's a difference between paying attention and being just overly invested. Like, you can pay attention while also being relaxed and maintaining a calm demeanor. So that is what I'm going to be doing today. And yeah, I'm really, really enjoying it. I'm enjoying streaming to you guys. Please ask me more questions. I want to answer your questions. Okay, if you could recommend any sport. Well, the most fun that I've ever done is skiing. Is skiing. I recently went on a boys' trip, and that was the most fun I think I've ever had. No expectations set on your guys' ski trips, but for me, that was amazing, and I'm so grateful I get to do that. But as for something like relatively cheap and accessible, I don't know if you guys will have this near you, but Boulder Brian is a very maybe not maybe don't include the name. Yeah, guys, no need to worry. But yeah, if you guys have sort of like a climbing or bouldering place near you, maybe give it a try. I know it's not for everyone, and and yeah, maybe let me try and think of something else. What you guys gotta understand is if you're looking for things to do, if you're bored, that's not necessarily a bad thing. Just make sure you're not distracting yourself constantly, because doom scrolling for hours and hours gives the illusion that you're not bored. And people know this, right? But they don't really take it seriously. They're like, because it doesn't feel necessarily wrong when you're doom scrolling, right? It just feels like, you'll be like, oh, I'll just go on it for a little bit. And then a little bit turns into half an hour, which turns into an hour. And what what stems from just being, I'll just hop on TikTok for a couple minutes, turns into I've just spent 45 minutes to an hour scrolling, watching videos which I now have no recollection of. And it was kind of meaningless, right? But if you'd sat and done nothing for that hour, I know that would be super boring. But what you would discover about yourself, about your thinking habits, about everything which you do and everything about your life, right? Because it would really give you time to let the thoughts which wanted to come up, the ones which have been playing in your subconscious, sort of in the back of your mind, which you didn't really want to acknowledge, but they're there, right? And you give them time to come up, and you can acknowledge them. You can deal with them. You can just accept them. Remember, they're just thoughts, right? Whatever, man. Literally, whatever. Um, but the important thing is that you're paying attention to what is. Let him win. Excuse me, bro. Not a charity out here. We'll see. If he continues to be a good sport, might let him win. But as for now, I'm just going to be continuing the assault. Okay, no, he can hit ceiling shots. Wait, I'm not letting him win. Let you win? Just nearly hit a clip on me, bro. What do you mean let you win? This guy is silly. He's a very silly man. Oh. Okay, we get past him. Let's go for a ceiling shot right here. Musty. One more. Oh, so close. Oh. Okay, you guys have to like and subscribe because the next shot is going to be a clip. If the next shot is a clip, you guys have to like and subscribe after we have gone through the kickoff, of course. Still got 1,000 people watching. So grateful. So grateful. That sounded kind of fake, but genuinely, guys, like I'm so gassed. I'm so in love with doing what I'm doing and living and being grateful and being healthy. I just, yeah, I'm so grateful for it all. for every gift which God has bestowed upon me. Or you could spin it and say I bestowed upon myself. But what you guys need to do if you don't believe in God and you want to gain access to the benefits of sort of this sort of talk is just focus a bit more on the good things about you. Because a lot of people I know have so many positive aspects to them. I only hear them talk about the bad ones. And it's like, if you were to remind yourself every evening of all the positive things which you like about yourself, then I think instantly you would recognize a shift in the way you think in general about yourself and about how you interact with people. Because the thing is, if you go home, like say you just finished work and you go home and you think about all the, the so-called bad things which you did, you are the one defining that, and don't let other people define it for you. If you're in like a quote unquote embarrassing situation, don't let anyone else define that. Like I've been in a lot of situations at work where I'm like, oh, if this was like a year ago, I would be mortified right now. But I'm just like chilling because it happened. Like after it happened, it was too late to do anything about it. And that's the main point, is that if it's too late to do anything about it, which it always is. So yeah, I lost my train of thought there, but that's okay. We can just relax and sit into the present moment. And yeah, thanks for the goal, I suppose. This guy's self-sabotaging, something which I used to do. That was insane. Yo, and oh, nice shot, bro. So yeah, guys, just continuing in the present moment, communicating, getting better and better at communicating as I communicate. Every time I communicate, I get better and better at communicating. And I understand the finer intricacies of it, and I use that to my advantage when I'm communicating. Okay, it's big OT time. What do you mean GG, bro? Hey, the energy in the chat is wild, absolutely wild right now. And yeah, guys, we're gonna be doing it. We're just gonna be yeah, we're gonna be doing it big, and I'm gonna be making this one as entertaining as possible. Every time I communicate, I get more and more entertaining, and I'm able to harness my inner creativity, my inner authenticity to create an amazing experience both for myself and for anyone watching. So I'm very grateful to God that I'm able to be doing that. I truly am. Huh? Achoo! Bless me, guys, please. I need at least 100 bless yous in the chat right now. And because you just blessed me, we don't hit the clip. I need to bless myself, bro. That's what I need to do. Wait. Let me bless myself real quick. Okay, cool little air dribble there. Didn't amount to anything, but that's not the point. It's not about the end goal. It's about figuring out figuring out your preferred path through everything and what that entails. You know? I feel like a lot of people sort of in a haze. And I was in a haze too. I was the same. 2024, I felt like I had a migraine. So yeah, guys, I love being perceived. You know what I love most about streaming is that sometimes it can scare me. You know, I look down at chat, I see 1,000 people watching, and I can feel some slight nerves, and that's perfectly natural when you're communicating in front of that amount of people, right? But it's conquering that. It's acting instead of that. It's remaining authentic and grounded instead of the eyes and the perception, and not caring how I'm perceived. You know, that's the only way I can really do this for you guys, is if I just keep rambling away, and obviously some consideration goes into how I'm perceived, because I want to be perceived positively by you guys. I want to have a positive image, and it's very lucky that I do. Um, yeah, I don't think much more work needs to be done on my image. My image is great, bro. And I'm just so grateful to have fans like you guys who are willing to stick up for me and not do anything abusively, because I don't stand for that. You know, if you're here and you come here with aggression, we can talk. Like, we can have a conversation, but if you're just gonna be angry and not willing to even talk, you're just gonna be sending personal attacks or whatever, or using manipulation tactics even, then I'm not here to really discuss anything with you. Like, sure, I'll have the discussion, but purely so I can point out what you're doing in real time. And that is one of my favorite things to do, is, when manipulation does arise, I like being able to see it and understand what's going on. And I've had a lot of help in that, because I've spoken to lots of manipulators in the past, and yeah, I've just I've grown. I really have grown, and I'm grateful to be showing all 1,000 of you how much I've grown and how much I'm able to carry carry myself now. So yeah, guys, we'll be playing one more game, and then we're gonna wrap up the stream, because I'm getting that feeling where I kind of feel like I want to make some music, maybe do something else, and I do really appreciate you guys coming in, but maybe I could stream making music actually. That might be a fun idea. So yeah, let me know if you guys would want me to stream music. And yeah, I've just really enjoyed coming to grips with the sort of way that I should act in a scenario like this, where I've got 1,000 people watching, but I don't even sweat it, bro. It's like they're not even watching. You gotta act like they're not even watching it. Do it for yourself, you know. I feel the same with a lot of creative endeavors. You know, if you a lot of creative endeavors. If you were to create a painting with the pure intention of someone else and not you, none of your creative input, you just had to be the worker, then it's not going to be as amazing of a painting as if you had commissioned it yourself, come up with the idea, and just let it flow naturally, you know? So, yeah, it's just all about finding peace within, finding your core, sticking with it, and letting it guide you, letting it really be present with you, and move past the things on the surface, you know? Those things are on the surface because they're not the core of you. They're just things which your mind is attached to because of any certain reason. It can attach itself to anything for any given reason, right? And it's not your fault that it does so. So to actually make a change, you need to take responsibility and accountability for the way which you act, right? And one of the first steps for doing this is simply being more aware in conversations that you're having, more aware about the things which you're doing, things which are taking up most of your time. You know, if they're things which you wouldn't be like, oh my goodness, that really lights my fire, then why are you doing, you know? And obviously, I'm not perfect. Well, no, I am perfect. I really am perfect. And we all are perfect. We just need to choose to believe it. And you may say, you know, this doesn't actually work. This really doesn't work. There's no way you're you can just say you're perfect and then your life becomes perfect. And I'm just here to say that's what happened with me. You can speak it into existence, but it's more about, well, it's also about feeling it into existence. Like you can only speak so much. And if all you said to yourself was, I'm perfect, you know, I'm perfect, and you didn't really believe it, then no, your life wouldn't change that dramatically at all. Maybe if you repeated it 1,000 times, that might maybe do something for yourself in image and concept. But if you're doing it with the feeling involved and you're really understanding that you know this is a fact about yourself, that is where it becomes powerful. That is where stuff starts happening and miracles start appearing in your life and you get caught in a money tornado or whatever sort of positive tornado you want to be caught in, you know. Passion tornado, a love tornado. Love tornado. Got caught up in a love tornado. The winds of your love feel like a tornado sweeping me from above. You pull closer and closer. I feel you next to me. I feel what we were meant to be. I feel I can see what I was meant to see. And I can be where I was meant to be. That was actually kind of beautiful. Little poem there or whatever. See, this is the ooh, straight in the net. But this is the thing about expressing yourself and being creative. Is you can do things you never imagined you could do. Like I could be a poet if I wanted to. I really feel your love every time I see you. And I want to be near you and understand what makes you you. I want to I I want to I want to understand you Yeah, okay, maybe that poem wasn't as good. I tried to do a love poem, but the feeling of love does more than a poem ever could. The feeling of deep, divine love within me. It's just incredible. Truly is. So was that shot. Like, come on, man. 1,000 people just watched that shot. Oh, you're loving it. You guys are loving it. Come on. All right, well, we'll keep it up then. We'll keep it going. There's no reason to stop here when I can just keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Nice try, nice try. It was perfect. It was a perfect try. Sometimes that's what you gotta do is just try. Um, yeah, just actually try and don't be ashamed to try. You know, if I was starting off streaming, back when I had 0 viewers, I I felt like, well, I don't know, I kind of started in the right way. I started from the perspective that if I'm trying too hard from the beginning, then people just aren't gonna find it authentic or want to watch it. But if I'm being myself right from the get go, then anyone who hops in and truly messes with it is gonna is gonna mess with it. And that's what I'm looking for. I'm not looking for people who, well, to be honest, I'm looking for everyone. I don't really care who you are. If you disagree with me, agree with me. I'm not gonna be one of those people who's policing. You know, you can come into the chat regardless of your beliefs or anything like that. So yeah, I'm open, I'm inclusive to all. I don't care what you are. I just care that you're here and you're being yourself, you know? You gotta be yourself. And yeah, guys, shame to end it on a loss, but I'm gonna have to wrap up the stream. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, guys. I'll be back tomorrow, okay? Alright. Goodbye.